What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, GuitarJams.com. Totally happy to bring you a really great Fendery, Stratty, bluesy rock riff. I always wanted to learn it. I didn't learn it till yesterday, completely. But anyway, it's real tasty. I think you're going to enjoy it. I always have bonus features down there that you can click. Lots of good free stuff for you. I really appreciate that. And also, I do have another YouTube channel that's all technique, lots of blues licks, lessons, all free on YouTube. And I'm going to leave a link for that as well, so I appreciate that support. But let's dig into this tasty riff. Here we go. All right, a lot of people ask me about my amp settings, and I actually keep them pretty similar. Basically, I'm using a tube amp. I'm using a Fender DeVille. And all my EQ is pretty much straight up in the middle. When I play like a single coil Fender guitar, I tend to, bring the presence, lower the presence a little bit compared to a humbucker guitar. And I also tend to, check my brightness through the amp and maybe turn the treble just down a hair on the Fender because it's a brighter, crispier sounding guitar. But pretty much just flat up. And then what you heard in the intro there, I was using a full tone Plimsoll pedal, which I'm really a big fan of, and if you like it, that's what the only thing you were hearing. And basically you just got what's called level and sustain, and those are pretty much straight up as well. So that's it. That's all I got. And then I was using the neck pickup selection here, which is a cool sound. And when you turn that Plimsoll pedal on, I'm going to teach you the riff with the pedal off just so we are real nice and clean so you can hear what's going on. Another thing I want to say is that, Hendrix, and even like when I met Robin Ford and you see John Mayer, they're real thummy kind of guys, and Black Keys too. Lots of thumb on the low E and A strings, Now, that's just not comfortable for me. I do it every once in a while on some chords, but for even this riff, I was able to do it in my comfortable playing, which I know a lot of you are not comfortable with your thumb as well. But I just want to say that anytime I'm playing this low E string here, you can wrap your thumb around and play it instead of what I'm doing. But I'm going to break the riff down for you. I'm probably most used to using my index finger, and there's also some chucky muting going on, and I'm going to break that down. But the first thing I'm going to do is just show you the notes of the riff. Starts with the 5th fret on the low E string right here. Not too hard, right? Gets a little trickier, but we're starting with that. And this is something that I remember my buddy Bob Ryan showing me, in other elements, not just, never in this song, but just this cool little double stop here that's really just a piece of an A7 chord, but we're only playing the G string and the D string of it. So it doesn't get all muddy and you don't have any of that mucky muck. Tasty double stop right there, right in the A blues. So you got 5th on the D and 6th on the G, but we're going to slide from a half step lower. So the next thing we're going to do is hammer on from the 5th to the 7th, like that. And there's that chucky in there. And a big part of, like a John Mayer sound, Hendrix sound, Stevie Ray Vaughan sound, many others, it's just what came to mind, is the concept of being able to kind of mute strings and get and so the way I'm doing that, if it's between the D or the 5th of the D and the 7th of the D, this is how I do it personally, is I'm using my index and my pinky, and then the rest I'm kind of palming it like that. move my index finger over, but I'm still got that palm feeling. And I move my pinky over to that, and I'm still kind of palming it with my hand. Which is just so much more percussive and exciting than... So we gotta practice. You can just practice that all day and night, and it'll be good. That will be good. But so we're gonna go like this: index finger into that. So we're going down, up with the mute. Down, up, hammer on. Down, up, down, up. Like that. Listen to it with that plimsoll. You know, it's got that nice, overdriven, bluesy sound. And you're hearing a lot of the pick noise because the mic is pointed at my guitar instead of the amp now, but... And so the next thing is, and I'm playing the 5th of the A, then the 8th of the low E, but I'm giving it a little quarter tone nudge. And we like that. That's a tasty sound. So check it out. One more time. So the next thing, it just alternates sounds. It goes back to the 5th of the A. And I didn't work out all he varies the next section a lot, but it's an F sharp minor. You know, maybe a little Hendrix style. You know, and when you play the F sharp minor, anytime you play a minor chord, you have that minor pentatonic underneath. So if you thumbed it, but I would challenge you, oh, where are you? You're right there, right in there. I would challenge you to take little elements of that riff take pieces of it and see what you can make of it, just like John Mayer took pieces of things he was listening to, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and made up his own riff, but it's still got that inspiration. It's inspired from somewhere. So anyway, work on that riff, have fun, and we'll talk real soon. All right. Hope it wasn't too bad for you. It's a really fun one to play, and I also encourage you to take some of those elements and experiment with your own improvised riffs. It's, what I recommend you doing. Bonus stuff down there, and we'll see you in another lesson real soon. Take care.